Truckers in Canada, right? Dude, they are on fire.
A bunch of truckers blocked both directions, the Canadian-U.S. border, so that it was difficult to enter and difficult to leave, because Canada is going to be imposing a vaccine mandate where if you are a U.S. citizen, a trucker, you can't enter Canada unless you're vaccinated. And if you're a Canadian trucker and you enter and you're not vaccinated, you have to quarantine.
And we might as well support them. Definitely support them. And one of the best ways to do that is basically just spread the word, right? I think it's contagious. I think when you've got something like that and you spread it out there, it gives other people basically permission to go ahead and do the same thing. And it also just emboldens people to say, hey, you know what? I'm going to get behind this.
American truckers are joining them, but in large numbers. So they're basically converging on Ottawa at a massive rate. Some reports are 50,000 trucks are going to Ottawa to surround Ottawa until mandates go away.
Just a massive parade of freedom right here. All those semi trucks lined up down the highway in solidarity. And you notice they're all empty. Isn't that amazing, Eric?
Yeah, and some of these trucks are actually coming over from the U.S. and the fastest way to get across the U.S. is to come over empty, because you can fill out paperwork that'll allow you in empty, and even coming over bobtail, which is even easier. So there's a lot of support even from some U.S. side that are coming over and assisting.
Truckers are basically one of the backbones of our whole setup. Like, yeah, people can transport a lot by rail, but the truckers are the one that if they stopped everything, I mean, talk about grind to a halt. It literally things would just grind to a halt.
At a time when there's already shortages, almost intentional gutting of the system, because truckers aren't going to go for this, and without them you won't get food. So why do it?
I think it's on purpose, because if you look at the United States, right, the United States gave the U.S. Postal Service an exception because the U.S. Postal Service is a critical part, so they didn't tote the line. So with the truckers, why didn't Canada do the same? They need the truckers. Governments themselves, they'll tote the line between really pissing people off and controlling them. And if they can do this, they will have more control over people than before. It'll strengthen them. Now, if they can't, it'll weaken them. But the thing of it is, the mainstream media is on their side. So the mainstream media will go out there, it'll report a lot lesser numbers. It'll look at it as dangerous. It'll look at the truckers as being selfish and not thinking about their jobs and so on. So the mainstream media is going to spin this. You know that they're going to spin this. That's why I totally agree that this is on purpose. They're just looking to destroy the whole setup, and they'll do that any way they can. Knowing that they're doing it on purpose makes me want to just push back even more. Mainstream media, it's all going to come down to that, really. They're going to report it how they do, and a lot of people are going to support or not. Anyway, I totally think we should get out there and just spread this as much as possible and support them as much as possible, and really just make it something that's contagious. Just putting that out there. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, be sure to give it a like. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you next time. Dude, where are my maps?